good, Illumineers? My Lorcana fam out there. AZ Aquaman here with another video for you guys. So for today's video, we got something special here. We've got an updated deck profile, Arcasius Island, for all you Emerald Amethyst fanatics and fans out there. This is the updated version of the Emerald Amethyst. This is not my deck. This is the wife's deck. And she's been running Emerald Amethyst since day one. So she's never changed colors or any of that other stuff. This is the deck that she likes. So she was super excited when it's updated now, and she got all the new toys for it. So same thing, I'll try to make this short and sweet. We'll run through the deck profile, and here we go. All right, same deal. We got the 1-drops. We've got the Curse Merfolks at 4. Nice aggressive play in the beginning for those slower decks. We've got Chernobog Follower for 4. Nice draw on when questing. Another good source of draw. And you know, sometimes the 2 strength does matter because you do use Chernobog sometimes to crash into things if needed. Another good source of draw here, we got our Diablos, because not only can we just keep questing with the Diablos, we can also pump it up with crabs and other characters that we're gonna show you here in this deck profile. And it's just nice to trade off with other characters and then draw a card from it. And then last but not least, for our 1-drop, we're running 2 Brooms. Broom is still good. Just a good source of draw. So we have 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 1-drop characters. Going on to the 2-drops. The new addition to the family. This is like the mini crab. Running 3 tramps. So I say mini crab because this actually puts in work. So tramps first skill doesn't really matter in this deck because we're not running any ladies, so we still have to pay the 2 cost. But it's a second skill that matters. When you play this character, a chosen character of yours gets +1 strength this turn for each other character you have in play. So with usually the lower end and lower to the ground characters that we have in this deck, on the average, you can get Tramp to pump up something like +3. So it's like a mini crab because it's a smaller drop, but we don't get the skill, you know, to bounce it and then pop off the +3. But if you do bounce it, you can reuse it. Tramp puts in work because on the average, it's about +3 strength you give out, and sometimes it's more, depending on how wide your board is. But Tramp puts in work. He's very, I guess, overlooked and underestimated. So, overlooked? No, just underestimated. Whatever. It's early in the morning. Yeah, so when this was actually the wife's idea, when she put this in, I was like, yeah, that might be just a waste of space. But through testing and playing, you know, Tramps proved himself, so Tramp is good. On to the next. Oh, what the heck? Just kidding. Running 4 Tramps. I was wondering why there's a number 3 in there. My bad. All right, we are running 4 Tramps because it is a mini crab. We can pump up our little guys and just crash into things, especially really good pumping up the Diablos. So we are running 4 Tramps as well as 3. Man, I'm way off today. So I'm doing this early in the morning right now because I haven't had time all week to get this video in. I had this video set up, but had a busy week, so I'm doing this today and then trying to upload it today. 3 Go-Go Tamagos, great finisher, just sneaks in there and Gets you those sneaky wins sometimes. So 3 go-go's. We're only at 3 snakes. We have enough bouncers here, and we needed to make room for other characters. And we're still at 4 Ursulas because lots of steals running around, which means lots of songs, whether it's Amber Steel or Sapphire Steel. It's nice to hit those songs off their hands. So that is our turn 2 characters. Very happy with the Tramp though. Tramp puts in work, I'm not kidding. On to the 3s. There we go. Just running 2 friends on the other side just for some extra draws. And then sometimes, you know, when we need to bounce something and we're playing a fox and we don't want to quest or, you know, challenge with the fox, or even with genies, it's just nice to sing this song to dig for some cards. And then our little disruptor here, we've got Kit Clout Kicker to disrupt some things. Whether it's, you know, Diablos or Piglets. He's just nice to just drop and then disrupt your opponent's turn and curve. And then this little annoying guy right here. 2 Lyles. Another little disruptor to just, when you play him, you give characters reckless. Is it other character or just character? Opposing character reckless. Yeah, this guy's pretty annoying, just sitting there. So my suggestion is just try to get rid of Lyle ASAP if you can. Just Lyle sitting there, and then you start throwing in, like, you know, some of these guys right here. He gets pretty annoying, you know, like if you have Lyle down and then if she goes wide by, I don't know, put it in like a Diablo, Broom Chernabog. And then follows and then quests, pops this, you lose a lore, you draw, she draws a card, and then plays a Tramp. So it's other +1 on a character based on for each other characters you have. So if you play Tramp, let's just say you have, I don't know, these 4 characters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's +4 strength on Diablo. Trade and crash into things. You draw a card and then they lose another 2 lores. And then you can trigger Broom unless you're, oh, yeah, so, yeah, play the Tramp, pump up the Diablo. Well, obviously you have to quest with the Broom first, but yeah. Pump up the Diablo 4, pop this, unless you're playing Clements, then you're gonna get the judges called on you. But yeah, so draw another card, and then Lyle triggers, they lose 2 more, and then now you crash your pumped up Diablo into something, and then you draw another card, and then they lose 2 more. Yeah, it is nutty. Lyle is definitely, it's annoying. You guys got to deal with it like ASAP. And then you got your 2 rows, quick burst of lore, and then Prince Philip for the finisher. Unless they're playing like, you know, B Prep, Lady Tremaine, or B King Undisputed, and they're the only character on board, then you can get rid of it. But other than this, like, the moment you have, your opponent has like 18, or no, the moment you have 18 lore, you just drop this bad boy right here, and then unless they have anything like that to remove them, it's GG because it's got ward. So, and then of course we can't leave the fox. I don't need to explain anything about the fox. You guys already know what fox does. Very good, you know, removal. It's a very good rush character. Fox is just good. Bounce things, bouncing shenanigans. And then our last 3-drop here is Merlin Crab. So yeah, between the Crab and Tramp, your 1-drops, or just your character in general, just tramples over things. So all right, on to the 4-drop characters. We got 2 genies. Why? Because we're doing a split with 2 rabbits. Me personally, the wife likes the rabbit. Me personally, I would probably just go all genie. But this is the wonderful thing about this game, is because we as players we're different players. People are different players and they have different preferences. So, and most of the time, you know, it'll work either way. But she likes the rabbits better. But she also wants that evasive that could quest. But yeah, in general, she just likes the rabbit better. So she wanted to at least get both of them in. She didn't want to go all the way rabbit because she does like the genie still, and we do need to make room for her character. So she just opted to do the genie and the rabbit split. We still have 4 Merlin goats because this deck is dangerous when it's around, you know, the 16, 17 range, especially with like goats and roses and go-go's. So you just want that quick lore to play in and quick lore to bounce back. That's where goat shines. And then new addition to the family, running the queen. 2 seems fine. We were running 3. At least it felt like it was it wasn't bad, but we needed to make room for other characters, and I think 2 works fine. She wants to try to go back to 3, but 2's working fine right now. So the queen I don't know. I think the queen's pretty good. So her skill is exert this, choose 3 cards from your chosen opponent's discard and put them at the bottom of the deck and gain 3 lore. So it's a nice like 3 burst lore. And then you have your bouncers to bounce her back to hand if you don't want her to get clobbered on a follow-up turn. If a princess card were removed this way, you gain 4. So against those Amber Steel decks and Sapphire Steel decks, you have your Cinderellas, Rapunzels, Belles. Is Belle a princess? I think Belle is a princess, right? Yes, I believe it is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you could do a burst of 3 lore or 4 lore, which it's like, that's big. 4 lore is freaking, it's nasty. So yeah, Queen puts in work, and also the advantages of her against Sapphire Steel at least is the item version. Man, like you exert this and just remove 3 other items out of their discard pile and put it at the bottom of the deck, so the big or little Tamatoas can't put it back in their hand, is really nice. Also a good target for this is against Amber Steel are Lilos, zombie Lilos that like to come back on the set phase. You can return Lilos at the bottom of the deck so they can't bring back zombie Lilo, but she's just versatile in that way. And then last but not least, 2 Elsas. Everyone knows Elsas. Elsas are super good. That's all. Everyone knows what Elsa does. So yeah, that is the deck profile for this set 7 Emerald Amethyst deck. We are, like I said, we're considering we'll probably just do a 3rd one of this, but for now, 2's decent. 2's working. We see it enough, but she wants to put a 3rd one in. I agree with her. I think a 3rd one would be good. Maybe taking out a 4th goat and then putting in a 3rd queen. We'll probably try that out. But anyways, I know some of you guys out there are Emerald Amethyst fanatics. Hope you guys like the deck profile. The deck's working really well. It's very solid. and it's fun to play. So yeah, if you guys like my videos and contents, you guys already know, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys aren't subbed yet, you know what, it's all good. At least you guys are watching my video. I appreciate it, and hope you guys like this deck profile. Let me know what you guys are doing with Emerald Amethysts, or what type of versions you are doing. Let me know in the comments, and we'll discuss some stuff about it. So otherwise, you guys have a good one.